to play at home. And I am really looking forward to feel the support of the fans, and especially the support of the players, giving their best, their 100% to play a fantastic game and try to win. For us, of course, because we are in a developing process, we are changing a lot of things, and that it will give us confidence with everything what we are working on.
Patrick, your thoughts on the match tomorrow?
Yeah, of course, it's the first game of the tournament, so it's always important. We want to set the tone in a positive way. Like what Coach said, also we haven't had home games recently, so it's a good opportunity for us to showcase how we have developed in the last few camps. We want to really put on a good performance tomorrow, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We're prepared.
Now the floor is open for questions. Raise your hand, state your media organization, and
Okay. Bon Pedralbas of Malaya Business Insight. Hi, Coach Albert and Patrick. Basically, what can we expect for tomorrow's match against Myanmar?
First, it will be, I think, an interesting game. We will try to keep the ball. We will try to dominate the game. We will try to win the game from the minute one. That we will try to be offensive. As a coach, I don't think offensive and defensive you can split that. It's the same, because when you are attacking, you have to learn what happens if you lose the ball, and you have to be in the right position. That is always work together. Always work together. That is something in Hong Kong we didn't do well. We didn't attack well, and we got counter-attacks that were unnecessary because we weren't in the right positions. One of the things I expect to developing the team, that is when we attack in the right positions. When we lose the ball, we don't allow quick counter-attacks from Myanmar. That is one of their characteristics, and that is one of the aims. If we want to win the game, we have to control everything when we lose the ball. That I expect to go for the game, for minute one, and use the 90 minutes to try to win the win and don't speculate.
Okay. Given Myanmar will be your first match tomorrow, your own observations about that team, with all due respect to your opponents. How would you describe? Yes. How would you describe this Myanmar team that you're taking on? From what you've seen
Yes,
so
of
far?
course. We always scout the opponents, and it's always different when it's home or when it's away. We watch the game of they play against Indonesia, and we watch also another games. What I expect that is a team that is aggressive. That when they go to the duels, they go aggressive. I expect a team who they try to do quick counter-attacks, that they try to bring the ball in front as quick as possible. I expect a team that they would like to put crosses, to put balls in the box, not with short combinations, more with balls in the side and put crosses and go for the second ball and fight for the second ball. And it's a team, when the door is open, that means they can see the ball, they always shoot. That I expect this kind of game. That means we have to be very aware with all the balls that they put in front with the deep runs. We have to control very well this. We have to control very well that they cannot put balls behind us, and we have to be very aware of the second balls. That means we have to do very well the climb when the ball goes up, put more players around the ball to have more chances to win the ball. That is what I expect from the open.
Okay. Patrick, this question, so what cup? Anyway, just to refer to your background in the Thai Premier League. Anyway, how does it feel that tomorrow you'll be starting for the Philippines?
Obviously, it's always special when you play for the country. But with the national team, I'm always prepared and I'm always ready to give 100% for whatever role I have. So yeah, tomorrow will be, like I said, a good opportunity to play in front of the home fans, to be able to try to win the match tomorrow.
any more questions?
Hi, Diego Cordero, the Half Space. So for Coach, I would like to ask if you've been in charge for a few months now. Are you beginning to see your style of play or your philosophy? Or do you think you've not had enough time yet for your style to be fully implemented for this tournament?
When you are a national team coach, you cannot talk about months. I talk more about games. That is very important. That means at the end we have been together 3 games. And if I evaluate the 3 games, I'm very happy, very satisfied. especially with the game against Tajikistan. We make big step forward. The game against Hong Kong, we make one step backwards, and it's something is part of the process. It's not something that it goes like this. It's a process, ups and downs. But when we look 1 year back or after 2 years, when we look back, we have to see, wow, what we achieved in the last 2 years. But in this process will be ups and downs. And I expect that tomorrow can be one of these ups.
Good morning. Good morning. I would like to ask Patrick. It has been 10 years since you made your AFF debut. So now, what's the difference between your breakout performance in your maiden AFF tournament to 10 years after? Now you are one of the leaders, one of the veterans of the team.
Officially, I can use my experience to manage these kind of games. I've also played a lot of the ASEAN countries in my experience with the national team, so I am familiar. I know what to expect, and yeah, tomorrow it will be something that it's not gonna be my first time. So for me, it will be like another game, you know.
Hi, good morning. Seth Rodrigo from Filipinas Football. There's been much clamor regarding the inclusion of two amateurs in the lineup for this AFF Cup. What did you see from the likes of Leo Makiling and the other amateur standouts that made you decide that they were good enough to be included? Can they do they fit the tactic or the vision that you had for the team right now compared to other PFL standouts?
It's for me, yeah. You are talking about, if I understood well, about talking about the selection, that there were some young players that maybe come from the university or it. Okay, this is a selection that we had. As you know, is not FIFA window. That means clubs didn't release players. Then we are looking with all the players that we can select from the league, from the university. There are a couple of, I was following also the university, because here in Philippines also the university football is also important and a lot of people follow. And I was following also the university league, and I find talents that I want to see them. I wanted to see them because I look for talent, and I know that players who have talent, when they play surrounded with better players, their level grow. Their level grow. And I want to see this talent that is there, if they can fit with us, together with the other teams, with the other players, and how fast they can grow. You will see, but I only have these tournaments, these friendly games to scout them, because the only way that you can know it is playing games and training with us. That I give a couple of players that challenge to show their level, and let's see if we can get players for the future. And now it's about them. They have talent, and now we have to be, if the talent can be ready for the future of the national team. Sometimes you get very big surprises. I'm an expert in scouting, because I work for Barcelona. I have to, for me the key in football is scouting, even not the coaches. The football is for the players, it's from the players. Coaches we only lose, they win. And to win you need good players. That is why I am always looking to try to find this talent. That is the reason why we put some players, very few, to give them the opportunity to show themselves. Because we have the ASEAN qualifier, very close in March, and I expect that to have some players more, with new passports, with also higher level than some players that we have now, that we will grow the level of the squad, and then we have to see if we can count with one of these players or not. Then it's about them. Let's see. I have expectations for them.
One last question.
Actually, this is a generic question, Coach Albert and Patrick, to both of you. How important is the 12th man tomorrow? The 12th man.
It's always important, like especially at home game. It's actually the big advantage, you know, when you're at home. We hope that a lot of people would come to support us. Of course, they the 12 man always gives us extra energy, extra boost to create a good atmosphere in the stadium. And the way that we want to play football, I feel like it will be entertaining. We try to play the right way, and yeah, I hope that they would come tomorrow. You would support us, and we can give you a good show.
Senor Albert, regarding the 12?
No, we always talk what is first, the egg or the chicken? Okay? That means, of course, we want the supporters, as many supporters, because then we feel it, and it's important for us to have a lot of supporters. But in the other hand, we have to perform, and we have to deserve that the supporters come to watch us. That means, as a coach, my responsibility is to deliver a performance in front of the fans that we perform, we entertain them, and it's fun to watch the games, and it's fun to come here to enjoy the live game. That is what we can do. If the supporters help us to accelerate this process, we know if we have more supporters from the beginning, it's easier for us. But at the end, it's our responsibility as a team. We have to play well, and then the supporters will come.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. Photo opportunity.